There are 197 countries in the world, give or take. And today I'm going to be drawing some of their flags from memory. So as you can see, I've got a spinner here. We're going to just spin the wheel and see what we get, and I will try and draw that flag. So let's go straight into it. First spin. There's a lot on there. And we have got Ghana. Okay. Right, all I know about Ghana is that it has 3 stripes. So let's just set that up first. Right, I've got my 3 stripes. Now, I'm just going to put some colours that I think are probably right on here. So I know there's red. I'm fairly sure there's red. Let's see if we can get a better red. More like, yeah, like that red probably. I believe there's also yellow. So let's get some yellow on there as well. And the last colour, I assume is green. I don't remember exactly, but looking at this, I think it must be green. Okay, yeah, that looks like the Ghanaian flag. That kind of looks like it. Let me try just shifting the colours around, see if we can get one that looks a bit better. See, like that looks completely wrong. Let's try green at the top. No, that just looks wrong as well. Try red at the bottom. See, that looks kind of right. It's definitely red on the top or bottom. And let's try green in the middle. See, that looks wrong as... Yeah, that's Lithuania. That's completely wrong. I think it must be red on top, yellow in the middle, and green on the bottom. Yeah, that looks right. But I cannot remember if there's anything in the middle. I feel like there must be, but I cannot remember. No, I seriously can't remember if there's something in the middle or not. So we're going to have to submit this. Let's pull up a picture of Ghana now. Okay, so this is actually the Ghana flag on the right. So we actually got the colours in the right order, but there was a black star in the middle. I knew there was something, but I would never have remembered it was a black star. So I think that's a good, that's a good first one. Reasonably difficult, but we were able to get the right colours and in the right order. So I'd say that's a success for the first one. Now let's go back to the wheel. Okay, second spin now. See what we get. Hopefully something easy. What is that? Benin. Oh, okay. Right next to Ghana as well. Okay, Benin is right next to Ghana, so that should probably give us an idea of the kind of colours we'll be dealing with here. So what I remember is it's a rectangle on the left, and then 2 horizontal rectangles on the right. Now, colours, I believe, might actually be the same as the colours for Ghana. Now we just have to find the right order. Because this, I don't know, this kind of looks right, but I'm not sure. Swap the yellow and the red around. Okay, I'm looking at that, and that looks right to me, to be honest. Yeah, to be honest, I actually think that might be correct. I'm looking at it. I think it is right, So let's pull up a picture of the real Benin flag and see how accurate it is. And would you look at that? We are exactly right. That you couldn't get any more accurate than that. The colour shades are fairly accurate as well. So great. Flag 2 was a success. Let's go for a third. Okay, we're back on the wheel. Let's spin now. Hopefully another easy one. There are some difficult ones in here though. Fiji, oh no. Oh, that's not going to be good. Okay, so what I know about Fiji is it's light blue rectangle. Pretty much that colour. I also know it has some stars on the sides. I have no idea how many there are. I don't know where they go. All I know is that there are yellow stars on this flag. Now for the difficult bit, we have to draw a Union Jack in the corner. To be honest, I think this might just be easier to do by hand. So let's get the paintbrush out. Let's go red first because the red's the easy bit. It's just a St. George's cross. So let's get the paintbrush, get some red on it, and let's go for it. So it goes across and it goes down. Could have been straight up, but that's a good start. Next, we need those Northern Ireland stripes that go corner to corner, a bit like that. And they don't line up strangely, but that's about right. Okay, this looks awful. I'm sorry for anyone who's from Fiji because this is distasteful. I'm really sorry. Well, let's put some blue on it because I know the Union Jack has blue on it. So let's try and get what's this shade? Yeah, this shade. Let's try and get some blue on it somewhere. About there maybe. And it's also got some white, so let's pop some white on it. Let's just give it a black outline just to mark where it is. Okay, so now let's go again with the blue. See what we can add. Yeah, actually that looks quite right. That looks alright, I'm stretching, this looks awful. Oh, I think that's the best we're going to get, to be honest. So let's pull up the picture and see how we did, I guess. Oh, I was thinking of the wrong flag. I've drawn Tuvalu, but Fiji has an emblem on the right, not stars. The Union Jack is right, I guess. If you can call that correct, then, you saw the idea, you saw the plan. There was clearly a process to it. But yeah, we've terribly failed in that one. We've completely remembered the wrong flag. So back to the drawing board. Let's go for the next one. Okay, back on the wheel. Let's spin. See what we get. Hopefully I'd need an easier one. What is that? Yemen. Okay. Yemen, this should be fairly easy. Right, so I know Yemen is a black, red and white striped flag. Okay, we've got the colours here. Black, white and red. Now I need to find the right order, because this is definitely not right. White at the top, that seems completely wrong. Let's try red at the top. No, red at the top seems wrong as well. Let's try black at the bottom, that might be right. Actually, yes, black at the bottom. That looks right. I think we've got that. Yeah, I'm confident with that. I'm going to lock that in. And let's see what the real Yemen flag is. And there you go, it's perfect. Couldn't have done that any better, so that's another success. Right, let's go back to the spinner, see if we can get some other easy ones. Right, that was a nice last one. Let's see what we get this time. Suriname. Okay, that's not too bad. It sounds bad, but I think we can do that one. Okay, what I remember of Suriname is it's definitely a 3-stripe flag, once again. So we've got our 3 stripes in there. Now, I'm fairly sure one is red, one is yellow, and one is, I assume, green. Green sounds right. Okay, these colours look right, but they're in the wrong order. Let's try green at the top and red in the middle. No, that's wrong. Let's try yellow in the middle and red at the top. That looks more like Bolivia to me. I think that's why it looks kind of right, but I think that might be Bolivia. I think red at the top might be the right way to go. No, that doesn't look right either, to be honest. Well, I've been shifting it around for a minute. I'm fairly sure yellow must go in the middle, because there is also another thing on the flag. There is a star in the middle. But the question is, what colour is the star? It might be red. Red doesn't look right. Actually, I think the star could be yellow. Which would mean yellow can't go in the middle, though. Unless it is a red star. This is really throwing me off, this one. I'm going to go with a red star, but it just doesn't look right. It must be a yellow star, though. Yeah, I'm fairly confident it must be a yellow star. So maybe it's green in the middle? That looks kind of right. Let's try red in the middle, though. I wrote red off in the middle early, but okay, that looks like Cameroon, just the wrong way around. Maybe yellow at the bottom and green at the top? Only other option is green in the middle. It could be right, to be fair. That looks wrong. Tried red and yellow the other way round, though. No, it just looks wrong. I'm going to have to go with that. I don't think it's right, but I'm going to have to go with it. So let's see what the real Suriname flag is. Okay, I was completely wrong. I don't know what I was thinking of, because that is fucking awful. Jesus. Oh, that's disrespectful. If anyone from Suriname is watching, I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry, because that is awful. Yeah, let's forget about that one. Quickly delete all of that, and let's just spin again and forget that ever happened. Okay, next spin. Let's see what we get. Mexico. Okay, I can do. Oh no, Mexico has an emblem in the middle. Right, so Mexico is 3 vertical stripes. First vertical stripe flag we've had, actually, interestingly. And we all know they are red, white and green. I'll sort out the order in a minute. Let me just get the rectangles in first and the colours. Okay, I've got the colours and the rectangles in, but this is quite clearly the Italian flag. So let's try mixing around. I know it's white in the middle, so it can only be green on the side, and so it can only be green on the left and... Right, that looks right. But that looks like the Italian flag as well. It might actually have been right originally. Green on the left and red on the right. But that looks like the Italian... Oh, no. How have I forgot this? Is it green or red on the left? I think it must be red. That looks slightly... Yeah, I think this is it. I think it must be. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it must be. And the emblem in the middle, interestingly, is a vulture sitting on a cactus with a snake in its mouth. Don't even ask me how I'm going to try and draw this. So let's get the cactus in first. Okay, that looks like a decent cactus. And now I've got to draw a vulture, so yeah, give me a minute on this one. Any prayers would be appreciated. Right, if you can't tell, that is a vulture. And now, all to finish, we just have to put a snake in this vulture's mouth. There we go. Big old snake. There we go. So I can't do any more than that, to be honest. That's as much as I could possibly do. So let's see what the real Mexican flag is. I'm not holding out too much hope, though. Oh, for fuck's sake. We got the fucking flag the wrong way round. It's green on the left and red on the right. But I think my emblem there is fairly accurate, if you ask me. Please just give me another easy one, man. I can't do any more emblems. Ooh, what is that? Oh, Mauritius. Oh no. This could go really badly. So what I remember of Mauritius is that it's 4 horizontal stripes. So let's get those in now. Okay, I've put these in just in any random order, any random colour. And to be honest, this looks about right to me. Got very lucky with that one. Now, this isn't the right order. But let me try rejigging these about a bit. Like that, blue at the bottom seems right. Let me try green at the top, maybe. No, see, looking at that just seems wrong. I'm fairly sure red must be at the top. Yeah, red at the top seems so much better. Red at the top seems good, and I like the blue at the bottom as well, to be honest. So it's only the green and yellow that I'm not sure on. So let's try mixing those about. So now I've gone with yellow on top and green on the bottom. I don't think that's right, you know. I think yellow is definitely on the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to say green is on the bottom and yellow is on the top. And that is my final answer there. It looks wrong, but I think it might be right, you know. So let's pull up the real Mauritius flag and have a look. Right, so I got 1 out of 4 on the colours because it is red on the top, but then it is blue, then yellow, and then green. So 1 out of 4, that I'm not taking that. That's an L. That's a big failure there. But they keep giving me these difficult ones. I need some easier ones now. Right, back to the wheel, please. I just need an easy one. Give me a Poland or something. That's not Poland. What is that? Oh, Sierra Leone. Actually, no, this one's all right as well. I think I can do this one as well. Okay, all I know about Sierra Leone is that it is 3 horizontal stripes. And I believe they are white, blue, I want to say, and green. And I know there's an emblem in the middle. It's a fairly simple emblem though, so I should be able to recreate it. We're going to forget about the Mexico one. Okay, we've got our green, white and blue stripes. I can already tell that this is correct. This just looks right. So now we need to draw the emblem. So I'm fairly sure it's just black and it is a strange shape. I'll try and draw it. It's probably easier to draw it than to actually describe it. So it almost looks like this. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, I think that's what it looks like. So let's have a look at the real Sierra Leone flag and see how similar it is. Oh no, we've got the colours right, which is all right, but there's no emblem. I'm thinking of Lesotho. I've done the Lesotho symbol. Oh, that's a shame. We're right with the colours as well. Right, let's go for a couple more and let's hope we get some easy ones now because we've got all really difficult ones, to be fair. Iran, okay. Okay, Iran is another 3 horizontal stripe flag. I believe they are green, white and red. Okay, so I'm fairly sure this is about the right colour pattern. Maybe green and red opposite, we'll try that, but no, that seems completely wrong. Green on the top, red on the bottom seems right. I'm fairly sure of that. And now they've got a small red emblem in the middle. I'm not really sure what the emblem is, but I believe it's something like this. It's like a capital I with it, and it's connected at the ends. A bit like that. Maybe there's an extra couple of lines. Looks more like a peace symbol now, which isn't exactly very characteristic for Iran. I don't want to be antagonising any jihads with this drawing, so this is just an artist's rendition, let's put it that way. So let's just check what it actually is before any Osamas come and take blame with me. Okay, so we got the colour scheme right, and the logo is fairly accurate, I'd say. We did forget the white accents leaking into the green and red on both sides. So, you know, that was hard to remember though. So I think this is a good result. Okay, let's do one final spin, see what we get. Hopefully not something like Zimbabwe. We've got Brazil. Okay, nice one to finish on. Okay, so the first thing with Brazil is it's a green background, so we can already... Just got another scam call. Okay, so the first thing with Brazil is it's a green background. We can already put that in. But that's about the only easy bit with it. So the next thing I'd want to do is probably a yellow square in the middle. However, I think it's I think it's more of a square shape, to be honest. And I believe it is rotated, something like that. And then in the middle of that, I believe, again, I'm not entirely sure about any of this, there's a blue circle, something like this. See, it looks right and wrong at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. So I know there's some little white stars on there, so let's put a few of those on. There we go, that looks fine. And then I know there's some text around the outside, so let's just write it on. There we go, you make it out from that, won't you? Yeah, a bit of text around the outside. Okay, let's check the real Brazil flag, because I have a feeling that's really wrong. I don't know why, but it just doesn't seem right. It seems right and wrong at the same time. Okay, so we've got the basic principle of it right. There's a green background, yellow square. Well, the square should have been a bit more elongated. And we got the blue circle with the stars, writing in the wrong place. But I'd say that was a good result. So yeah, I'm going to leave that video there. It was an interesting one. I didn't do quite as well as I was hoping to do, but you have to take the good with the bad, you know. We have some good pictures. But anyway, if you want to play this game at home, I will leave a link to this spinner. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let me know. If there's any ideas you can think of, please do let me know. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.